Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today, I am going to read out you from where I have left in the last episode regarding ethics and eradication of superstition written by Dr. Narendra Dabholkar. The turn around morality of religion. The call of religion was morality, but very soon it changed into a matter of convenience. It was the convenience of the king, of the wealthy, and of the priestly class that mattered. Christ stood firmly with the poor and oppressed people to oppose the opulent, oppressive rulers. He said, "A camel will pass through the eye of the needle, but not a rich man through the gates of the heaven." This pristine picture of Christianity completely changed. The Pope, the agent of Christ on earth, started selling passes to all and sundry to enter heaven. Those who could pay more could easily jump the queue. Irreligion and immorality flourished in the name of religion. Priests became the wholesale dealers in the business of determining what is moral and religious and what is not. Morality became a very convenient tool in their hands. So, the Protestant faction took the stand that there is no need either of the church or the Pope. We will establish direct contact with God. This was a different path. A lot of criticism ensued. The moral behavior of authorities in the garb of religiosity was questioned. Wherever this questioned religious morality was exposed, we too have a very powerful deity, the Balaji of Tirupati. The honest, God-fearing devotees of a deity bring it prominence and fame. But what does one see in the Balaji temple? There are two separate queues of people waiting for their turn to have a glimpse of the deity. One is short and the other a very long one. You pay 100 rupees and take your place in the short queue. Within less than an hour, you are blessed with Balaji's darshan. A place in the long queue costs only 10 rupees, but you have to wait for not less than 12 hours. We were told in our childhood, God is wherever there is genuine, earnest devotion. We never imagined then that the privilege of seeing God could be bought. But at this temple, the devotion can be bought by hard currency. The more you pay, the quicker you reach the God. Time is money, after all. This is the turn around moral performance at the temple door. This happens in all religions. The morality prescribed in the name of the welfare of human beings began crushing human beings instead. As awareness of the situation increased, religious morality came more and more into question. But those who dared to question had to pay the price. Mahatma Phule and his wife Savitribai, who struggled hard to bring education to women, were stoned and littered with dung by the orthodox. Even the clear-headed, somber newspapers of Pune declared, "The Phules are out to destroy our religion. They want us to educate our women. There will be choice of if our women start reading and writing. They will read vulgar literature and write impish wayward letters to their husbands." Today, we laugh at it. But in those days, people took this argument very seriously. Jyotiba Phule's father was convinced of it and ordered Jyotiba to stop his destructive and immoral endeavor of educating women forthwith. Jyotiba did not obey and had to quit his home. Today's woman is able to go to school and institutes of higher education with dignity because Jyotiba Phule revolted against the erroneous religious morality 150 years ago. The morality that crushed human beings is discarded. Baba Sahib Ambedkar was frustrated by this religious morality. He asked, "Those religious men denied drinking water to me and my caste fellows, and despite being my subordinates, throw files at me in order to avoid touching me. Are they fools or are they devils?" He then answers his own question. These men are good by nature, but they can't help behaving the way they do because their religious commands them to do so. When religious commands support immorality, the traditional values they stand for lose their soundness and respectability. Consider the value of being faithful to one's husband. But when expecting and maintaining a lifelong fidelity on the part of a wife towards an injustice and unfaithful husband is called morality, it ceases to stand for a value and is reduced to a mere tradition. Today's woman has dignity and self-respect. She refuses to recognize this tradition as a value. She reasonably expects her husband to have the same feeling of togetherness and fidelity for her as she has for him. Here are some more examples of values reduced to traditions. Giving away in charity for self-fulfillment is a traditional value. But the worker of today is not satisfied with charity. He insists that to be paid for the work he does, even if it happens to be less than what he might get in charity. This is the value that helps build a just society. Considering the parent's word as final and binding is an old traditional value. But when it comes to an intercaste marriage, parents' erroneous and harmful refusal to accept it has to be viewed with resolve and determination. The very idea of discriminating on the basis of caste and status is immoral. It cannot produce moral behavior. In my opinion, an intercaste marriage is a moral imperative of the day. Secular morality. This idea, non-discriminative and non-exploitative in nature, initiated a philosophical discourse in the society and a new secular morality was born. This did not in any way antagonize religion, but its objective was physical and psychological well-being of humanity in this world and not the world beyond. To be moral, in this sense, it was not at all necessary for anyone to undertake physical penance or observe meaningless rituals and rites. There was no need for any restrictions like prohibiting widow remarriage, eating meat, keeping women away from education, etc. on people's thinking. The foundations of this new morality are freedom and responsibility of every individual, and its core consists of two principles: greatest good of the greatest number and satisfying natural drives of human beings. Secular moral values go beyond religion and therefore are lasting and unexceptionable. People give up all other values that cannot stand the test of time sooner or later. And with this, I end today's episode, and we shall meet again in the next episode. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Dr. Samaram Multi-Channel Network, which is nearby 20 crore views. Please like, subscribe and share our videos. And for notification of our new videos, please click the bell icon.
Please download Samaram Multi-Channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels.